The Delaware County Conservation District, active in sustainability efforts since it was founded in 1970 by County Council. My name is Ed McGargy, the district manager since January of 1981, and I appreciate you taking the time to learn about our efforts. The district is dependent on an invaluable board of directors appointed by County Council. Here is a list of them. They all provide valuable service and guidance to our efforts. A special acknowledgement to Cheryl Graff Tomola from Radnor Township. She has served as the chair of the board since 2008. Our mission statement focuses on the wise use of natural resources and voluntary compliance. This statement can be found on the homepage of our website if you would like to read more. Delaware County's watersheds, shown on the color-coded map, are key components to our natural resources, and much of our work centers upon them. This slide is what the State Association of Conservation Districts referred to as the highlights page. Every year, they compile these pages from all 66 county conservation districts and present a report to our state representatives and senators. They control a significant portion of our operating revenue, as well as important legislation that can impact our efforts and responsibilities. Illustrating what they are helping to accomplish with their efforts is a key to a great relationship. I would like to direct your attention to the number in the upper right-hand corner. We brought in grants and revenue not comprised of county-generated tax dollars of $315,000 in 2020. Stormwater discharge permit, municipal separate storm sewer system permit, also known as MS4. We are one of the few county conservation districts that have been assigned to serve as the MS4 coordinator for county facilities. This map illustrates the 18 county facilities we monitor for illicit discharges, outfalls, and stormwater management facility maintenance. We work with all the managers of these facilities to maintain compliance with this permit. We work to educate county employees about stormwater pollution and coordinate needed stormwater facilities maintenance and repairs. Since 2004, we have been doing the basic enough to meet the minimum requirements at minimal expense. We believe that with the new emphasis on sustainability by County Council, a need to go beyond the basics will result, and we can work on proactive issues in addressing stormwater runoff from our facilities in both quantity and quality. Public outreach. This is very vital to the Conservation District. We strive to develop partnerships with cooperating agencies, coordinate with environmental advisory commissions, watershed organizations, and volunteer groups. We are a small department with big dreams and goals, and success depends on working cooperatively. We work closely with Delco Parks and Recreation, as well as the County Planning Department, for example. We also did a series of workshops to distribute over 90 rain barrels with Pennsylvania Resources Council. One major initiative was working as a member of the Resource Conservation and Development Council. We obtained funding to remove a dam on Ridley Creek in the city of Chester, provided stream signs for over a dozen stream crossings on state roadways, and hundreds of stormwater inlet markers were provided to municipalities. The single greatest accomplishment with the RC&D, however, with a major grant from the William Penn Foundation, was the establishment of the Eastern Delaware County Stormwater Collaborative. We hired a team of consultants and lawyers to work with a group of 6 forward-thinking municipalities to develop a framework for working cooperatively on stormwater management. Jamie Anderson, a former employee of both the Conservation District and the Planning Department, is now working for this group of 11 municipalities after the project was completed to address stormwater and MS4 permit many, many years ago. Environmental education. Our coordination of the annual Delaware County Envirothon is something I personally am so proud to be a part of. Well, first, because it involves cooperation with the Fish and Boat Commission, Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, Bureau of Forestry, PA Game Commission, and the Natural Resource Conservation Service. And we have been doing this now for more than 25 years. This was celebrated with the creation of this quilt, which you'll see in the center. It is made from a t-shirt from every year that the event was held. This now hangs proudly in our meeting room. It was also a pleasure being associated with Pencrest High School Envirothon program, led by Mark Samolenko and Krista Kuntz. They have won the county event every year except the first, where they did not compete. They have won the state event 19 times in the past 25 years, and the international event, which includes Canada and China, 3 times. A second program is the Conservation Poster Contest, which is also held annually. This was originally sponsored by the Delaware County Federations of Women's Clubs, and I served as a judge. A woman by the name of Rosalie Pearsall of Swarthmore was a member of that group, and also a conservation district director. She really wanted the program to continue and expand, so she requested we incorporate it into the ongoing state and national Associates of Conservation Districts annual poster contest. We have had many students over the years win at the state and at the national levels, so her dream has become a reality. We also annually provide judges to the Delaware County Science Fair. This is sponsored by the local Delaware County Intermediate Unit. We have set up display tables at various events like Riverfest, 4-H show, and even a health fair. We do not dive any deeper into environmental education because we are fortunate here in Delaware County to have both the Tyler Arboretum and the Johns Hines Environmental Education Center, and they both do a great job. Erosion and sediment control. Erosion and sediment control is our most significant contribution in terms of workload. We have made significant progress over the years, but have found that we need to maintain a strong field presence to not lose ground, literally and figuratively. I just must highlight the photo in the lower left. During an inspection, I spotted this rather interesting issue. The worker had enough time to be artistic, but not enough time to read the plans. This plate was intended to be placed on the other end of the pipe as part of the outlet structure of a stormwater basin. This plate blocked the discharge, and the hydraulic pressure acted like a hydro axe, cutting a hole in the berm along the outlet barrel. It was an easy fix, but since it was on a basin with a drainage area in excess of 75 acres, it could have resulted in a significant pollution event if it wasn't caught. A sampling of the metrics for what our program handled last year during the pandemic is contained in this table. 339 plans were reviewed, involving over 2,273 acres of proposed earth disturbance. Delaware County has routinely been in the top 20 in terms of workload of Pennsylvania counties in this program. 185 field inspections is significantly less than a normal year due to COVID-19 restrictions. In fact, the Department of Environmental Protection still requires their employees to obtain special permission to conduct field inspections. Our 2 technicians Have been in the field for all that time, except for doing routine inspections, since Delaware County was declared to be in the green phase. The acknowledgement of 63 permits is a little above average, and the fees are used to offset the cost of operating the district are also above average. Low volume roads. This became a brand new program for us in 2020. With the support of Council member Elaine Paul Schaefer, our first task was to encourage municipalities to become eligible to apply for funding by attending a 2-day environmental sensitive maintenance training session, sponsored by the Center for Dirt and Gravel Roads. Starting in the fall of 2019, but that proved to be very difficult. None of our municipalities were dealing with dirt and gravel roads. We were able to work with the center to develop a 1-day session for low volume roads specifically for Delaware County, and we started to have success getting municipalities qualified. The program provides, we hope, on average, $80,000 annually. We fortunately hit the ground running with 2 years of allocations available to us. We had 4 municipalities apply, and with a little tweaking, we were able to have all approved and funded. The projects must provide benefit to not only the roadway, but also must provide an environmental benefit as well. You can see from this list that this requirement has been satisfied. Yaden was the first to complete a funded project, and the others will be starting soon. Tree Vitalize. This is another of the great partnership opportunities that we have jumped into head first. Pennsylvania Horticultural Society developed the concept and obtained funding from corporate sponsors and Pennsylvania Growing Greener grant program. They requested that conservation districts coordinate the effort on the county level. Our watershed specialist, currently Karen Wilwall, administers and promotes the program for us. 79 riparian buffer projects have been completed in Delaware County since it started in 2005. This involved 9,174 trees being planted and 102.5 acres of buffers being established. It should be noted that Aqua provides a great deal of funding for projects implemented in Delaware County. We also cannot forget the partnership includes the groups that do a lot of the planning: Chester Ridley Crum Watershed Association, Darby Creek Valley Association, Eastern Delco Stormwater Collaborative, and Garrett Williamson Foundation, among many, many others. Conservation Planning Trailer. This is my concept, which was made a reality once again through the RC&D Council. It is an enclosed cargo trailer loaded with hand tools needed to do almost any volunteer conservation planning project. We currently share the trailer with Bucks, Chester, and Montgomery counties. For over 6 years, this trailer has been booked and used almost every weekend in spring and fall throughout the region. Karen Wilwall just applied for and received a Growing Greener grant of $11,000 to keep the effort operating for 2 more years. We have shared our experience with the trailer statewide and have assisted in at least 4 others being developed. The Conservation District by law is granted many powers. Operating under a traditional government budget provided limitations. In 1989, I had approved by County Council our affiliate fund, an account which could be managed directly by the Conservation District Board of Directors. Then came the challenge of attaining funds to manage. At first, it was all cash donations. Then in 1993, the emergency review procedure was developed. It is a program in which I donate my time to review erosion and sediment control plans on an expedited basis for double the standard review fee. On average, we generate about $16,000 annually. This funds the Envirothon, the poster contest, mini grant program, stream cleanup donations, and ag technician assistance agreement with Chester County, to name just a few things. This slide also provides a few brief examples of other grants and efforts we have accomplished recently. Please feel free to pause the video so you can read through them. If you have any questions, please let me know. My email will be posted next. I want to thank you for your time, and I hope this presentation helped to provide a little knowledge into the role of the Delaware County Conservation District and how we fit into the concept of sustainability.